Hey guys, you live in an RV, tiny house, something like that, don't have a good washer and dryer, need something portable, don't have room for a big one, don't have hookups for a big one, I've got a solution here for you today. Okay, so today I'm here to show you our portable washer and our portable dryer system that we have set up. So as you can see here, here's the portable washer, and basically what you got here, you've got your general controls, your wash timer. You can set up the different standards like standard, soft, drain, go through the different spin timers. You do have water inlets, but we don't use that. So as you can see, we've got this set up in our shower, and what my wife will do is she will open this area up and she'll fill this up with the water and the clothes, and then it's got a second area for a spin cycle, which is right here. And you can't do a whole lot of clothes. I don't recommend this for like thick blankets or anything like that. It's not going to fit, but for general clothes, pants, shirts, underwear, socks, this thing works perfect. And we have saved a ton of money using it. So what she'll do, she'll put water in here from the shower head, and she will of course run the cycle through. She'll spin them out here, and then essentially we just let it drain down into here, and what she's got here is a little filter to kind of catch any lint or anything that may come through so we don't stop up our tanks. And we've also added this little piece on here to try to catch anything extra, and basically what that is, that's just something my wife put in there, but it helps catch any lint or anything like that. So she puts all of her washing stuff here, and she just plugs it into the wall here. So while this is in here, as you can see our little setup, I mean, it is a little bit tight, but it works good, and this saves us a ton of money on having to go to laundromats and stuff like that. When we go out boondocking, it's going to save us a lot of money for stuff like that, because we won't have to run back into town to wash clothes. We'll have the stuff to get by. But this is our shower setup. It drains down. The other piece that I will say is when we are doing this, we do just go completely open up the gray tank valve, and we let the water drain down because it will fill up the tanks pretty quick. So if you're out boondocking, you don't want to do this inside. This is something I think you would want to do outside, maybe drain it back into a 5-gallon bucket or something like that, and then dispose of the water that way. You would not want to fill your tanks up washing your clothes if you're out boondocking. What we're doing now is we're starting to fill it up with just our regular shower head water. And she stated that this holds about 3.5 gallons of water. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Basically, you got 3 stages there. So you got about 3.5 gallons of water for each step. So you're talking a total of 7 gallons of water per load. And so basically you wash it, drain it, rinse it, drain it, and then you spin it, and then you're complete. And then at that point you would put it into the dryer that we'll be showing you here in just a few minutes. All right, so now the water is about half full, so she's going to start adding clothes into it. And the one thing that we will say about this, I mean, is it better than a regular washer and dryer? No way, definitely not. But it does save you some money. A lot of people don't have room in their RVs for this stuff, or they don't have the 50-amp power for this kind of stuff. I mean, we could probably put one in here and make it work, but this is just a lot more effective and easier for us to do without having to go through a big install and run water lines and everything else. But the benefits to this is it will save you money over time. We averaged it out. We think it'll take it about 6 months to pay for itself, and then everything else is there. So there you see the spin cycle starting, and
you can add clothes as you go to make sure you're not going to overload it.
There you go. Yeah. So and as you say, she uses this a lot more than me. So actually, I've never used it. But you can add clothes as you're getting the wash cycle started. But I mean, like I say, it's a money saver. The biggest inconvenience is for us is pulling it in and out of the shower.
It will splash you if you don't close it.
Yeah, and it does splash out if you don't close it, so you definitely have to close it. So there's the first part of the cycle done. She's turning the water off. Okay, so now we're done with the wash cycle. So now she's going to go through the first drain. Turn it over. That is literally all it is.
There goes all the dirty water.
Yep, and you see the water coming through the filter net like I was talking about to try to catch all any kind of lint or anything that may come out. And also, like I say, she's got the secondary thing on there to try to catch everything that she possibly can. Like I say, it works well. The clothes smell really good when they're done. Okay, so now we're getting ready to enter the rinse cycle. And basically what she's going to do here is
same thing,
add water back again. So this is where I was saying you do use a lot of water. So you'll add back water, and this time instead of hot water she's going to go with cold. So there goes the water, And I also seen, I think she was going to add fabric softener to this cycle. So she'll add some fabric softener in here just to kind of soften up the clothes.
But it's the same process.
Yeah,
You just put clean water in and you turn the knob and rinse and drain.
And then you're done. One quick thing I will say is to be sure to turn on the fan and also open up your gray tank valve. So the fan inside is going to help avoid any moisture from building up, and then of course opening your gray tank is going to help you from overfilling your gray tank, because this is going to be a lot of water coming through this. All right, so we didn't show the last drain cycle because it's the same as the first, but now she's going to load this into the spinner, and what we'll do is we'll show you what it does when it spins. But I mean, it's just like a regular washer. It's going to spin, it's going to get out a lot of the water, and now that we've used this for a couple of months, we're actually very surprised about how much water it actually does take out. So she'll put on the little top piece.
You have to put this on. I'm not sure why, but you do.
We're not sure what that does, but it does something important.
And it will bounce at first, but
so it's going to bounce around a little bit, and then it's going to kind of settle down. You hold it for a minute, and then you're good to go. So there you go. Now you see the water is spinning out. Obviously not as fast as drain, but it does get it pretty dry.
Yeah.
And then from there we will show you the setup of the dryer, and because it does break down for storage, so we'll show you the actual setup of the dryer and what we do with it and how it works. All right, we'll be back here shortly. Okay guys, so here's what we keep our dryer in. This is the storage bin, and we basically just store it underneath, so we will show you how it sets up really quickly. Yeah, there's not very many pieces at all of this. So there's the base, that's where the power comes in at. And what we do, we set this up in the bedroom, and we just open up a window to kind of let the moisture go out. But there is truly not much to this. The rest of that in there is actually our dog towels when we give them a bath. So she will put this together quickly, and this will be, I don't know if I'll speak through this or not, but this could be a real-time put together, but I will give you a kind of a time duration as far as getting this out and putting it together. But my guess is less than 2 minutes. So there's the legs that kind of prop it up. Hoping she don't hit me with it.
Well,
maybe she's trying to.
You know, normally you're not in here critiquing.
Yeah, and for full disclosure, I typically don't have anything to do with this stuff, so not my thing. But there it is. So it's kind of set up. Now she's going to put on, and basically what this is right here, this is more or less where you hang the clothes at. And then there is a compartment door that goes over it. And so in real time, we're at about 1.5 minutes right now. And what this does is basically it just uses hot air that comes out of the bottom fixture down here.
It comes out right here.
It comes out down here. Let me get a good view of that. There we go. Hot air comes out from right here, and it just blows it up, and then it's got these little outlet holes up here that lets the air out. This is one of the things I think we should do outside, but today it is cold, so we're not going to. And now, I mean, it is completely put together, and all she's got to do is plug it in, and it will be powered. I will show you with clothes in it here in just a few minutes, but I mean, that is all there is to it. And pretty cool little product, and works very well for the goal.
There's the name of it.
Yeah, and I'll step around here to the other side and show you the name of it. But it's just called Panda. But that's all there is to it. Then you just plug it in to your 110 outlet, and you are pretty much good to go. Okay, so now you can see it's fully pressed out with air. The heat's going through it. So what we're going to do now, she's going to open this up, and you'll see it deflate, obviously. We got clothes that came out of the rinse cycle, and something I will say, even if you don't have this air dryer, when these come out of the rinse cycle, they are just damp. I mean, they're not like they're soaked through and through. Or
it's a
spin cycle. I'm sorry. When they come out of the spin cycle, they, you know, it's not like they're soaked through and through. I mean, they're in pretty good shape. You could air dry them, but we like this just because it makes them, does it a little bit quicker.
And these have hooks on them, as you can see, and you just hook your clothes in there and just put them down in there.
And we're only doing a small amount of clothes, but you can put a lot more in there than what we're doing.
I put all of them.
Yeah, we'll put a full load in there, but right now we're just showing what it does. So then she zips it up,
and it gets fluffy again.
Now it'll get, now you'll feel the air compress back out like that again. And like I say, up here at the top, you can actually feel the heat coming through. Now the one thing I will suggest, like I say, this is not something I'm a fan of doing inside, but the one thing I will suggest if you're doing this inside is we're going to actually turn this fan on to let it circulate some, and we're going to open up these different windows here just to let some of this moisture that's coming up through here, because that is moisture coming up through air, to let it go out. Just because you don't want to do any damage to your RV or anything like that. But that is the gist of it. So this is the dryer. As you've seen, we got the washer. Really cool setup. We like it. We've saved a lot of money using it. For boondocking, you can't beat it. And then just for everyday going, instead of having to go to a laundromat, we save a lot of money using this. So again, this is the Panda, and I will link the washer and the dryer down below. That we got them both from Amazon. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I appreciate it very much. Hope you will like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help get this video seen. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Have a great day.